Hello New Zealand, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. Well, we've still got this southerly flow across the country and therefore the temperatures are down a wee bit still. It's all going around this big high, the anticyclonic winds going around the anticyclone. So you can see the sou'westers are still coming in. In fact, they're pushing in further towards this western side of the North Island across Thursday. That's why you're getting a few light showers. But the flip side is that it's beautiful and sunny all down that eastern side of New Zealand. So one side gets the sun, the other side gets the cloud, and that will probably be the situation again on Friday, but it switches back to the east coast, the showers, as the winds turn a bit more southerly, and that pushes those showers in. Now, it may not affect places like Napier and Hastings. You might just be on the sunny side of it, but it is very close to you, as you can see just there. Same story around Banks Peninsula. And sorry, Southland, once again, you've still got a bit more cloud and a few more drizzle patches to deal with. Let's go into the weekend now, and we'll give you a brighter forecast, Southland. It warms up a little bit. You've got a nor'wester. In fact, that nor'wester is coming out of the subtropics. Granted, it's still winter, so it's not going to get all warm and tropical, but you will notice that warmer shift a little bit after what we've been having with those southerlies lately. Showers back on the west coast, not many of them, but there'll be a few. Mostly dry in the North Island, morning fog patches as well as a result of that high crossing over us. So it's a fairly calm Saturday in many areas, but the winds, these nor'westers here, they do build around the South Island towards Saturday night, and this is how Sunday is shaping up. Now, it looks pretty rough, but actually there are still some really big, dry, sunny areas. For example, down around Canterbury and Otago, there'll be some spillover cloud, maybe a few spits around the mountains, but it looks dry and fairly mild for this time of year anyway. In the east, it's fairly cold though down around the coastal parts of Southland. Around the central part of New Zealand, very windy. Possibly gale force nor'westers coming through Cook Strait and Wellington. Heavy rain along the west coast, Nelson and up towards Taranaki. But then again, once you get to the eastern side of the North Island and all the way up towards the Bay of Islands, it may well start off fairly nice and sunny. And then the winds pick up and the temperatures lift up a little bit. But obviously that front, that big cold front, does come into the rest of the North Island later on Sunday. So by Monday, that's the cold front clearing away. Look how much windier it is around New Zealand. And the dark blue cold line that appears, it comes all the way up to about Waikato. So it is a colder day on Monday. Once again, another colder Monday around New Zealand as a result of a southerly change. There's a huge high out over Australia. It's wanting to come our way. And by Tuesday, it is starting to push in a wee bit around New Zealand. It is still a cold day though around the North Island, that blue line going all the way up to Northland. But as a result of the wind flow being a southeasterly, if that stays that direction, that should be mostly sunny for many parts of the country. So typical kind of wintry forecast coming up over the next few days. Some dry weather. And by the way, this high next week, it's a complicated one. It is not perfectly coming in. It is likely to retreat, and there's a lot of wind to the south. There's low pressure to the north. So next week is perhaps another unsettled week around New Zealand. That's all from me. We'll update you again on Friday with the latest for the weekend.